Welcome back to the C Morning Show, everyone. We're up for our first discussion of the day, as mentioned by Rasha prior to the break. And here on the program, we love to highlight innovations, especially from our youth. And as we know, many Indonesian students have made achievements in both academic and non-academic pursuits. And our next guest this morning, Irene Tanihaha, stands out among them and has received the Indonesian World Record Museum Award, we call it MURI, for her initiative in creating a health tracking app. Now, this app aims at improving our daily lifestyles, promoting health and productivity.
And how did she start developing this app and what inspired her to create it? To get the details, we are now joined by Irene Tanihaha, the initiator of Haboots app. Hello, Irene. Thank you so much for being here.
Good morning.
Hello, thank you for having me.
So how do you pronounce it? Haboots, is it correct?
Haboots.
Haboots.
Okay.
It's like from habit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Figured it out. There you go.
That's amazing. So, by the way, you earned a MURI, which is a museum record in Indonesia, as the youngest woman to initiate a health tracker app despite being 17 years old. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So what prompted you to create this app? Tell us the background.
So at first I was inspired by my mom because she's like a really big fitness fanatic. She always wakes up at 4 a.m. in the morning to go on runs, to work out, do yoga. And like as her daughter, I was confused, like why am I not like her? I'm so unmotivated. So I wanted to create an app that would motivate people like me to take the first step to live a healthier life, which could be walking, running, and I wanted to make it easier for those people.
Okay, that makes sense because I have friends like that as well. I feel like, and I was like that for a little while, sometimes it's hard to get yourself up every day, but if you have a tracker and you can track your progress, you get that extra motivation.
It's like a gamify
Yeah.
yourself, sort of, right?
Quantify how much you're doing and how much progress you're making. So I've got the app here open on my phone right now. So we're gonna have a look at it and we're gonna try to mirror it up here so our viewers at home can get a closer look. But there's what it's gonna look like on your phones. And here's a little bit of a close-up on it. So I'm gonna try to scroll through it. So can you explain some of the features on the app? Here we have a dashboard and then we have several activities including walking, running, cycling, hydration, and sleeping. Can you give us a little bit of an overview of what we're looking at here?
Okay, so the dashboard, or what makes Haboots different, is that we have daily challenges that users can do, and if they complete it, they earn buddy coins, and those coins can be translated into real-life rewards.
Wow.
So we're partnered with a coffee shop called Teru, and basically, if you accumulate your buddy coins, you can trade those coins for actual vouchers.
Okay, this is something that's very
such a great motivation.
That's a different
Where
sort of
else
motivation.
can you go walk early in the morning
Right.
and then you can actually transfer that into a cup of coffee?
Okay, so I'm looking at the challenge. So a daily challenge today would include, for example, walking 5,000 steps, running a 3K, so 3 kilometers, about a 20-minute run, cycling for 20 kilometers, and drinking 1,000 milliliters of fresh water. As you can see, I've completed that one. Actually, disclaimer, this is not my phone. But they've obviously drank a lot of water and walked about half their steps. So if they complete these, that means they complete their daily challenge. And there's also like a special challenge of the month here, and there's extra challenges you can make. So you can accept if you want to walk 10,000 steps instead of the 5,000, or you can cycle more, and that, I guess, will give you more rewards, correct? Wow, that is amazing. So let's look at some of the other stuff that we've got here. We've got challenges, and here are the different activities. Why have you chosen these as your activities? Is this some of the more common ones that people like to do?
So the app mainly focuses on like pedometers, so like the walking, but then because Haboots is catered to like people who are beginners like me who aren't motivated, but it's also catered to people who are like my mom who like to exercise all the time. It's able to cater to everyone, so Haboots is for everyone.
That's right.
And you have hydration and sleeping. Why is that important for you?
I think it's just important to be able to track your habits every day. I think it's a good habit to have, to be aware of what you're doing and how you're living healthier.
Part of good health. We talk about it all the time, right,
Can we
Rasha?
see? Yeah, we are a big believer in healthy habit. And I understand because as beginners, you don't want it to be tough or esoteric activities. You just want to get the basic right, and this covers it all. And what other features do you have here? Reward? You can basically...
These are the tiers. So what are these tiers?
So along with earning buddy coins, you can earn the experience points and level up. As you level up, it gets harder to the challenges get harder. Of
course.
Okay.
But I think it's just more of a gamified approach because you can add friends so you can compete with them as well.
Ah, there you go. You can add your friends. I currently have no friends because this is still very new. But, and you have a diary
so you
as
can
well.
compare with your friends, or what can you do with your friends here in the app?
Yeah, you can upload your diary for your friends to see what you're doing today and compete if that's what you're into, like friendly competition. I like friendly competition.
Yeah.
You can also be part of the leaderboard.
Oh, look at
Oh,
that.
I see.
So these leaderboard, I can't scroll up on this to show you the full screen, but it gives you the different leaderboards for walking, cycling, running, and also by area. As you can see there, if I want to just focus on Jawa Barat, Western Java, and these are leaderboards, and at the bottom there you see the top 3, how many steps they've completed. So you can try to see and compare yourself how well you compare against others around the country.
So this is another feature that can motivate you, not only that you were able to see streak of your daily challenges that got, fulfilled, but also you can be in the leaderboard, which is even more gamified for you.
Yeah.
Right? So what is in the diary, Paul?
Oh yeah, the diary, I guess, here you go, you can explain it. a little
Yeah,
bit.
you can add pictures, you can just type anything to encourage your friends. Yeah.
Aw. So it's like a feed?
Yeah, kind of
format?
like a feed,
Okay,
yeah.
where you can share your thoughts and then basically you can motivate each other, right? Within
Yeah.
the app.
That, you
that
can
is amazing.
post these things. You can post videos and pictures of your exercise and write a
So
message.
this is like a functional app, but also with some social approach
Yes,
also, right?
Yeah, with a social media approach.
Yeah.
Because I feel I guess in this day and age, people are more glued to their phones.
Yes.
So I want to incorporate that so that we can live a healthier life, even though we are glued to our phones.
I
Yeah.
agree. So let's talk a little bit about the development of
Yes.
the app. Obviously, you're 17 years old. When I
Yes.
was 17, I was barely, I was exercising, but
Also,
I wasn't
it was-
thinking this far.
Yeah, also it was back then, right, Paul?
So tell us a little bit about your part in developing the app. Obviously, you came up with the idea. How challenging was it to create something like this? Because it's quite intricate.
Yeah, I think because I don't have that expertise in developing apps.
developer, right.
Yeah. So I had to get a team to do it. So I'm really thankful for my team being able to translate my thoughts into coding.
Right.
Yeah. I just wanted to get the actual idea right. It was kind of challenging. How many coins should they earn? How many experience points should they earn? How much buddy coins until they can trade it for a real life voucher?
Did it turn out according to your expectations? I'm sure you had these expectations.
Yeah, I think it's even better than my expectations.
good.
Yeah, I'm really grateful for my team for being able to bring my thoughts into real life.
So how long have this been created and how has the progress so far?
So we started creating around June 2022. So it's been a little bit more over than a year, and we officially launched in October this year. So we were still trying to get the voucher system to work, but finally it's working. It was quite challenging to actually get it to work, but I'm grateful that it's actually working now.
That's amazing. What's your overall goal for this app?
So actually, I went developing this app. I found a Stanford study that said Indonesia was the laziest country to walk in the world. Yeah, so it's I'm not alone in this. So I wanted to make Indonesia a healthier country, and we can do it all together. Habits, I don't want it to just be an app. I want it to be a community where we can uplift each other.
Now, speaking of community, it's not only online, but also sometimes you can bond greater offline. Do you think about having an offline events for your community?
Definitely. So in order to get to the Mori Award, I had help from Aptiknas, and we decided that maybe in the future we can do like fun 5K walks, events, and have people join it from the app. Yeah.
Yes. How has it been so far? I mean, it's been, I guess, just over a month, but I'm noticing
Very
on the
new.
leaderboard that there are already people with like hundreds and thousands of steps. And some have even hit the million mark. How many, are you keeping track of how many people are joining your community? How fast is it growing? And basically, what's been the feedback been like for you?
Last time I heard or checked, we had around like 2,500 users. Yeah, and it's still growing every day, which I'm really thankful for. Yeah, and I hope that this app can change their lives. Whoever.
What have people been saying so far?
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes people leave feedback on the what do you call it, the reviews
Yes.
for the apps,
The
and
App
things like
Store.
that, or maybe directly to you.
I don't know if there's any reviews on the app stores yet.
Okay.
But one like personal testimony is like one of the developers doing the app. They told me that they used to never walk, but then they're suddenly on the leaderboard.
Because they created That's great. What does your mom think of this? Because obviously she is one of the main reasons that you started this to begin with.
I hope she's proud of me. Yeah, she is. Yeah. More of I am so thankful that she's always supporting me. Yeah.
That is amazing.
So, do you have any? Has this inspired you to perhaps create something more out of habits? And like, what are you hoping for it in the future? Because perhaps there are some people that do activities outside of this. Like some people do HIIT exercises. I mean, you do Pilates.
Pilates.
Are there any hopes of incorporating perhaps other exercises that you can track as well?
Yeah, hopefully in the future, as we keep developing the app, we can add in like other fitness logs where you can add in whatever other fitness things you're doing. Like my mom does yoga a lot and I join her, and I hope I can add that into it as well.
I've got a request, like weightlifting, like throw that in there as well, because I would love to track like my daily activities from that.
Okay, I'll definitely put that in.
So this is interesting because you're still in school. How do you plan to manage, building this app or progressing this app and your academic study? Are you going to be committed in this app? Because I am invested now in this app. I wanna use it for my habit.
Yeah, I think even as I'm going to college next year, I still want to be able to develop this app because in the end, I still want to come back to Indonesia and I want to see Indonesia grow. Hopefully this app can make Indonesia grow for the better. Like our pedestrian walks are a little not that developed, so hopefully this can initiate change like that.
I think so too, because I think there's been a growing need, and that need has starting to be met in a lot of cities, not just in Jakarta, but Indonesia, where more sidewalks are being incorporated. We're seeing bicycle lanes, and although it was a bit challenging at first to implement that, it's now growing to be a better infrastructure all around as well.
It's great timing for the app. Yep.
I mean, thank you so much for coming by, and congratulations on this app. And I hope that our viewers are able to, those that are in need, or perhaps need a little bit of extra motivation, make sure you guys download it. It's available on both platforms, is it? On iOS and on Android? There you go.
Cool.
Habits. Go and download it, guys. It's free, right?
It is free.
Here you go. Congrats, and thanks for coming by, Irene. It's great
Thank
chatting.
you, Irene.
Good luck in the future as well for you and Habits. All right, we're gonna take another short break here on the program, but when we return, we've got more updates to share with you, this time out of the region of Southeast Asia. That's coming up when we return. Stay with us.